Hey guys, my name is Jennifer and I'm Jenofeve Designs. Today I have a little craft project. Yesterday, the last video I posted was the unboxing of the Archer and Olive subscription box, and it had decorative tapes in it, and I swatched them out on the journal. I'll link that video right there, just in case you want to check it out. If you want to come along with me while I try to find some really cool gifts, more thoughtful gifts for friends and family. But anyways, so I swatched them out in the journal, and then I went to go put them in my drawers and drawers of washi tape, and then I discovered, well, first I realized I don't use my washi tape because I can't ever find it. And, you know, the one that I want. So then I realized what I have going on right now is a disaster. I have absolutely no idea what's in my washi tape drawers. So let me show you. I have three. They're pretty big. I have a cabinet that has a bunch of these drawers in it, and these are just washi tape sheets. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't think I'll do anything with those right now. But anyway, so I have one drawer. This one looks like it has a lot of fabric washi tape in it. I have this drawer, right? So I have no idea. They're not color coordinated. They're not anything. They're not in categories. They're nothing, right? And then I have one more drawer, and this one's at least a little bit neater. I just realized I hadn't had my lights on, so I turned my lights on. Hopefully it wasn't weird looking. But anyway, so then I thought, oh, what am I, you know, first I started to like sort through and see what I got, see if I've got multiples and all that. And then I thought, you know what? Even if you go through all the effort to sort through all of these washi tapes, it's still going to end up like this, and you're still not going to know what you have at the end of the day. So I want to make a washi tape sampler book, which I think is going to be a game changer. It'll help me use my washi tapes. And I know I'm not the only one who buys things and then forgets or lets them sit, you know? I know I'm not the only one. So I decided I was gonna make a accordion fold type situation, and I stopped at a certain point because I don't know how many pages I need. So if I need to add more pages, I'll do that with you. But at the end of the video, I'll explain how I made it if I don't have to add pages to it, okay? And I did it to where it had, because I use coffee stain paper a lot, so coffee stain paper, white paper, so that way I can put the strips on here and I can see what it looks like with both coffee stain and white paper. So that's the logic behind that. So then my next I thought was, how am I going to sort these out? What categories am I going to put these in? And I have absolutely no idea. So I think what I'm going to do is, I am not sure. I think what I'll do is I will go through everything, try to sort it out. I'll probably end up sorting things out 2 or 3 times. So I'll probably film it, but I'll probably also fast forward through the entire thing. I'll probably turn a video on or listen to a book or something, because I feel like it's going to take a long time. And then I don't know what I'm going to do after that. I guess I could write down a list of the different categories, but I don't know if I want to color coordinate. I don't know if I want to do skinny. I don't know. So I'm just going to start sorting, and I don't know, I'll probably, if I fast forward through the whole thing of sorting, probably won't add music, because I still can't figure out how to add music. In the last video I did where I had a really long stretch of silence, somebody said that they had to keep checking to make sure the volume was on, because it was so long that it was quiet. So so just be aware that that's probably what's going to happen again, because I don't know how to put music on things. I've tried. I will attempt again to try. But anyway, so I'm just going to start sorting through and making piles and going from there. think I've changed my mind. Reasons being, like this is a set. I don't remember if this pink one comes with it, but this is a set and I want to keep them together. So if I broke it out into the colors or whatever, I may not realize that these all go together. You know what I mean? So I think I'm just going to play it by ear and just go with feel. You know, I think that's what I'm going to do. So to see how I mean, I might leave like all these paper tapes. That's what these are, right? But I think most of them are like Tim Holtz. I could be wrong. Some of them are Tim Holtz, like, you know, sets. So I'll probably leave all these together because those are kind of like neutral. So if I don't know where to put them, I'll just have them in like, I'll just put them all together at the same time. Does that make sense? Because I was thinking about, what am I going to do when I get more washi tape like this set? I'm not going to be able to go back and put it on a proper page. It's going to have to stay together, you know? So, yeah, I'm just going to play it by ear now and see where it goes. But I guess what I should do though, as I put them in the book, I should put them in the cabinet, the drawer. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, let me grab a drawer. Let me grab my book. And I'm gonna prop my drawer up. I guess I could put it over here. Oh, I've still got my medicines sitting there. My vitamins that I take are still sitting right there. I'm gonna prop it up so that the washi tape doesn't like fall every time I put it in there. And you're not gonna be able to see it because there's so much stuff sitting out, but yeah, so this should be interesting. I'm gonna get my craft knife out because I feel like I may not need it open though. I feel like some of these are gonna be hard to get out. So I think what I'll do is open it to the first page here. So this is the front cover. I just stuck a piece of, it's that coffee stained paper that I put on that special cookie sheet that had the flowers on it. Can you see that? Doesn't it look pretty? I hope you can see it. So that's the front cover. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I just want something to be sturdy to protect the washi tape. So this is the first page. So I think I'll just go through. I'm gonna turn the book this way. And this will be the hardest part, going through and no, actually I don't think I'll turn it this way. I think I'll do it this way. So the hardest part's going to be getting them on there, you know, getting them open and on. So I'm thinking I'll stick it right inside there. There's one, right? So you can see I haven't even used some of these. And that's frustrating because you buy them and if you don't use them, they will go bad, you know. And there's two. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go through, and if I need to, like, if I can't get the end, I can just use my craft knife like that. Yeah, because I thought about putting stripes together, all those things, and I don't think that's a good idea. So, I mean, it could be if you had enough ways that you could add pages, and you could tip in another page. You know, you don't have to. You could be more precise, but I've decided I'm going to be more random. I feel better about that being more random. Okay, this one. Now the only thing about these is there's oh gosh, this is beautiful. There's so much. How many times does this repeat? There's so much on here. It's gorgeous. Okay, so I don't know if I don't think this is a good idea. Ugh. I've got it all twisted and tangled on each other. I won't be able to get everything on here. Do you know what I mean? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to put a little bit. I didn't mean to get that close to the edge either. A little bit like that. And yeah, hopefully I'll remember that it has more stuff on it. Okay, I'm just going to keep on going. This is also a good way to find out which tapes are bad, you know? So, because sometimes they do go bad, and I know there's a way you can like use them. So if I end up with a big enough pile, I will do more research on how to fix that. That's really pretty. Okay. Okay, this is gonna take forever. So I am gonna turn the camera off and I'm just gonna go through and I'm just gonna do the same thing. These here should have been underneath this because that's part of the same collection. So these are washi tape stickers. So yeah. So I'm gonna turn the camera off and I'm gonna get going. Okay. It has been a couple days now and I finished my little washi tape sampler book, and I did not record finishing the back side, but I'm going to show you how to make it all the same. So I wanted to show you my little front cover here. So this, I just used a journal spot. I liked this is one from the journal set #1. I'll link anything that I mentioned in the description box. And I liked the one that had the tape on the top and bottom, but then I went ahead and covered it up with washi tape. And then these little stamps here are a new acquisition. No, they're something new I just purchased. They're wooden stamps, and they're like in a, well, you can see they're in a typewriter font that I really, really like. And it's both upper and lower case and numbers and punctuations and things. And I really liked it. They were all in one set, and it's a really good size. So I'll link this. I did get this off of Amazon. Yeah. But you can also go to like the dollar stores, and they usually can get, let me see if I can go find one. Hold on. Well, I said dollar store, but I don't know if you can get them at the dollar store. I think I got all of these little sets at like Joann's or something. Does it say Studio Brand, Joann's or Michael's or so? This is Hampton Art. This is from 2013. So you can get these little, excuse me, this one's not even open. So you can get these little sets that are wood peg, but usually you just get upper or lower. So this is like an upper, and this one is a lower, this one's lower, But they can be fun, because they can be fun to use in different projects, and they're usually just $1 or so, maybe even less. This one's fun because it looks like a typewriter key, you know. So you can also get things like this. And again, I'm pretty sure I got these, and I can't believe I didn't even open that. Pretty sure I got these at like Joann's or Michael's or something, and they come just like that, and they're usually $1 or something. I don't know if they still are, but anyway. But I'll link the fuller set, this big set, which was was not a bad price at all. I will link it in Amazon. Well, hopefully the price won't change. Hopefully. So while I was putting my tape sampler book together, if a piece of tape ripped off or ripped funny, I just stuck it on the cover. I did have to go back and glue things and whatnot with a glue stick, but it's not bad. All right, so there's the front cover, and again, I'm going to show you how to put this together. And then I want you to see, look at that. So we have like a what's this called? Accordion fold little sampler book. So all of my washi tapes have been sampled, with the exception of these 2 sheets, because this is all there is. There isn't any more. Oh, that sounds like a song. So I'm just going to leave them on their sheets. But usually washi tape rolls, there's a lot on there. So you know, putting a little swatch isn't going to hurt anything. So I did abandon the idea of, I'm pretty sure I already said it, the idea of trying to put all the florals together and stuff because of things like this. These were a set, they went together, they were part of a collection, and they look amazing together. So, yeah, so I just abandoned that idea. It just wasn't gonna work. So, yeah, so far, this is all the washi tapes. Isn't it so nice, though, just to be able to look through here and see? There's the newest ones I got from the box, from the unboxing video that I did about Orchard and Olive. I will link that video up in the cards and in the description box for you, because that was fun. So these 4, yeah. So that's what sparked the whole thing, because I swatched those into the journal, and I was like, you know what? I need to use my washi tapes more. And a lot of times you can't find some of them because there's so many, they're just piled on top of each other. So some of them I did do, like some of these Tim Holtz ones, I did do 3 strips because it could have like a ongoing, you know, like thing where it's different for like a foot or 2. So I did do like 3 different strips. This one actually did 4. Just so you can see all the different options that each strip may have. So those were fun. And then here's fabric. These are my least favorite. These here, these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are my least favorite. But you can see though, the coffee stain paper and the white paper, you can see the difference. And you can see now why I wanted to have both, so that you can tell what it looks like on coffee stain paper and what it looks like on bright white paper. So these are all my fabric washies and lace. There wasn't that many. And then here is the last page in the book, right? And then there's the back cover, which I left plain. And then look, you flip it over and you've got all these pages. So this is gonna store a lot, right? This is my thoughts anyway. And won't this be a lot easier to spread this out and look at this versus trying to rummage through your drawers. Now I did straighten my drawers up a little, but you know, they're not, it's still not, I still wouldn't be able to find exactly what I'm looking for really quickly, or be able to match what I'm looking for, because now on a roll, like it looks different when it's on a roll versus when it's on the paper. So I find that fascinating. And some of them you can see through and some of them you can't. Some of them are plasticky, and you may not know that until you pick it up, like this one here. These are kind of plasticky. I don't remember where I got these ones that are kind of plasticky from. Not really a fan of the plasticky ones, but and I don't know how to describe what I'm trying to say. Some of them are like washi and some of them feel like plastic. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly. And then some of them feel like fabric, so it's just weird. But yeah, like I didn't even realize I had this one, and how stunning is that? How gorgeous, right? So yeah, Anyway, so let me show you how I made it. Super simple. There's nothing required except glue and paper. And let me show you what I did. Let me scooch all this aside. Super simple. I have some white paper here. This is, I just used 28-pound white paper. And I have some coffee stained paper. This is 20-pound, I believe, coffee stained paper. And where's my leftover? Here we go. I have, this is a piece of cardstock that I coffee stained in my big, you can see the flower is pretty good on that. That's what I used on the front and back cover. So it's thicker. I want it to be a little bit more substantial, so this is what I used. So I used, this was an 11 by 17 piece, and this is 11 by 17. These are letter size. So let me show you what I did. So first thing, I'm just gonna, how many, I don't know, we'll see. I just went through and folded each piece in half lengthwise. This just made it easier. There's no cutting involved, no thinking. So each piece in half lengthwise. Like that. And I am going to go back and fold them the other way as well, just so that they fold nicely. You don't have to worry about which direction you're attaching these together. Okay, so for the first page, I want you to have the fold on the right side. And we are going to take this piece. You can see it's got a torn edge on one side. That's because I used this on my, I think I used it on the back cover. And I think it's, I ripped it off right there. Right? So I'm going to show you the easiest way I've seen to, the easiest way that I can think of to put this together. So I'm going to take a glue stick. Again, it opens on the left and the fold is on the right, and you can use as many sheets as you like. And you can keep the back open-ended if you needed to add more and more and more, but just remember that you got two sides to this book. All right, so I'm going to lay this on here. And when you coffee stain paper, it shrinks just a little bit, so that's just kind of a heads up. It's no big deal to have a little bit of white showing on there. At least I don't think it is. That's on there just a little crooked, but I am not going to tear that apart. So I'm going to burnish that down. And this is the glue stick I'm using. I think you could use any glue stick. You could even use liquid glue if you wanted to. I just think liquid glue may take a little longer. But I don't know. Okay, so now actually I'm going to grab a ruler because I don't want to tear my page. And I'm just going to tear this off. So you would do that same thing to both the front and back. You know, you would do it to the back by the time when you got there. So here's the front of our book, and then you flip it. Ooh, what is that? Oh. Right, so again, the front and the crease on the page is on the right side and the open part is on the left. Okay, so now what we're going to do, let me double check really quick. We are going to take the next page, and it doesn't matter which way this is open. We're going to take this next page. We're going to line it up right next to each other. And I'm going to take tape. This is just regular Scotch tape that you can buy at the store. It's usually acid-free anyway. And we're going to tape it right here on the seams. I did it a different way when I made mine and did this last. So I should have used a bigger piece of tape that way instead of all those little pieces. But you'll get the idea. Oops, now I need one down here. So anyway, this is just regular tape. What I used in this one was washi paper, and I realized that it doesn't matter if you use tape or washi paper, but I'll link the washi paper because we're going to be using that in the next upcoming project, so if you want to check it out. But I'll link it down below in the description box. But yeah, you can just use regular tape. You don't have to use washi tape. Okay, so we're going to open that up. We're going to add another sheet. And we're going to do the same thing, except this time I'm going to try to get a longer piece of tape. Much better. And you don't need to use real thick paper. This is just regular plain, because you're gonna have layers. So, and then we're gonna be adding some coffee stain to it, coffee stain paper to it as well. Okay. So now you have something that you fold up. So just take a minute and accordion fold everything. And I think this actually worked out to where the cover would be, yeah. So this actually worked out to the right. I'm not sure if it would work out every time, but it actually worked out to the right fold this time. So now we have the front cover. Not that many pages, but again, you can add as many or as few pages as you like. But we're not going to put a back cover on right now. We're just going to continue on with the process. So then the next step is I've got my coffee stained paper, and what I'm going to use, since it's the same, supposed to be the same height, but when you coffee dye or wet paper, it shrinks it up. So it's just barely. So I'm going to make a couple strips. Okay, and this piece is going to get attached down to here. Like that. Actually, let's just go ahead and do it. I've got a book here that I was using to glue. It's just an old book block. I don't really like the paper, so I just use it to stamp off and stuff. So, because you know I'm a big stamper. You know I'm not a stamper. I'm trying to play with stamping more. I feel like it's a fun addition to things. But yeah, anyway, I'm not an expert. So I'm just going to put this right along the edge, that straight edge, right along that edge there, and push it down. Okay, so for the next, we're going to skip this seam. We're going to leave that as is, okay, because your washi tape is going to go across here, so you'll have a little bit of coffee and a little bit of white. So we're going to skip that middle seam that we put tape on, and we're going to come to this folded edge. And we're going to tear another strip. You could cut it more precise if you would like. I just happen to like the torn edge look. So here's what we're going to do for this one. We are going to put glue along the edges. Like that. And then I'm going to run glue on either side of this fold, and we're going to plop this down right in the middle, or eyeball it as best you can. And we're going to burnish that down. Okay, so we're going to let that dry. We're not going to bend it. We're going to skip this one. We're going to open it up again, and we're going to do the same thing to this piece right here. push that down. Okay, and then let's go through here and let's put the crease back on the pages. Make sure it's dry enough and burnish. What am I getting into? I must have some dried flowers or something nearby. Okay, just do the accordion thing. So technically you could have put a back cover on here, just like we did the front cover. We could put a back cover. This could have been the back cover. Or you can just leave it open, and that way you can keep adding pages to your washi tape. Did I do this wrong? No, I did it right. To your washi tape sampler. Okay. So then what you want to do is the reverse is different. So the other side is different. Let me double check to make sure I know what I'm talking about here. I may not know what I'm talking about. Yes, the other side is different. Okay, so I'm gonna skip this first part because if I do add more, that will change things. If I add more pages. So if you're gonna leave yours open-ended like me, then skip this first section right here, and you want to come to the next two where they meet. Instead of putting clear tape, we are going to put coffee stained paper there. And where's my book? So we're going to go over that edge that we attached the two together on the other side with tape. We are using the coffee stained paper to do it on this side. And you'll see in just a second why that's important. Okay, so then we skip the folded edge, and then we've got one more edge that we attach two pages together. Right, okay, so we did that, and then we've got another bend here, but this is the front cover. So then what you want to do is you want to take that other straight edge and put it there. I hope this is making sense to you guys. And we're going to put it along this edge here. I think I'm not going to need any more my glue. Okay, so we've got that folds this way. We're going to flip it over, and we're going to fold that one like that, fold this one like that, fold this one. It should be pretty easy to get it to fold right, because it's where two pieces of paper come together, you know what I mean? Okay, So burnish that down really good. So now we have front cover, opens, right? Okay, front cover, it opens, and we've got washi tape on this side, and there's the center, and then we've got washi tape. We have coffee stain paper on this side, there's the center, with white tape, or not white tape, but with tape, and then coffee stain on this side. So the coffee stains are on the outside and the white is on the inside. So in order to keep that continuity, that's why we had to switch it when we flipped it over. So then turn the page, so that page wrapped around, so there's coffee stain on this side, tape, coffee stain. It also has a really nice clean edge when you do that, okay? So tape, coffee stain, flip it to the back. Okay, so we'll flip, we'll flip, we'll flip, we'll flip, flip. Okay, so this is technically the same page, or this is technically the same page. So if you wanted to, you could add an additional, you just keep adding pages is all you have to do. Just keep adding pages. So here, if you wanted to add more, here would be that next page, right? And this one happens to have the back cover on it, but you see where you can just keep adding. So if you know how much washi tape you have, or you just want to have several books, either way. But I think, how many pages did I end up using? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I used 8 sheets of 8.5 by 11 white paper. And I probably used 3 or 4 11 by 17 coffee stained paper to do all of the edges. So, and it's just that simple, that's it. So then you have both sides. So when you flip it over, right, let's say you're going this way, right? So this is the bend. So it's not 2 pieces connected together. This is the bend. So we left that plain coffee stain paper on this edge so that it's nice and clean on the edge, and it's the same as the other side. So this is where the 2 pieces come together, but you can't tell that on this side. So then there's the bend of the paper, then there's the 2 edges that come together. Bend of the paper, and then this is the edge of the front cover. So it's just that simple. Let me know, you guys, what do you think? Are you going to give this a try? What else can we do something like this for so that we can use our supplies? I've just been racking my brain going, this is so much better than trying to rummage through a drawer. What else can we do this for? So leave me your thoughts down in the comments. And if you have any more ideas about what else we could use in a book like this so that we could use our supplies more, let me know. I would love to try some more ideas. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel so that you don't miss future projects and things. And yeah, thanks for joining me today, you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.